Hi, so this is how you can get a fairly accurate estimate of a maximum value in a slice, maybe 2D or 3D slice, from the color bar. The recommendation would be to use a 3D statistic. So if I was to go into PyroSim, I could go to Output, Statistics, use the spatial type, go to maximum to get the maximum value, and then record in a volume, and you would set this to whatever the sort of the extents of what you're really interested in um, within the domain. So it doesn't have to be the entire domain. It can be just a specific area of interest by using record in a volume here. If you pick record in a mesh, it basically uses the extents of a single mesh. Um, if you have multiple meshes, this doesn't work very good, so the volume would be the one that you would want to do. So in this case, I'll just do mesh because it's the same as what I'm doing here, and then can apply that and okay. And so now you can see that I have this statistics temperature that is the quantity of interest here that I'm working on. When you do a new one, you can pick the quantity that you want and then um, select the extents of the domain. So this is the best way because now you'll get a CSV file of the maximum value, as a device output, basically, of the maximum value within the domain, and that will give it to you. Then it's not just limited to the slice; it's anywhere. If you're really interested in a particular region, like at head height or something, then just limit the extents of the Z, for example, right? So I could go back to record in a volume, set this all up to like 10, 10, and then do anything from like, I don't know, 1.6 to 2, whatever, right? If I apply that, then I get this little slice, and then it's only going to give me the max value within this volume that I've defined. And you can have multiple volumes with different areas of interest. So anyway, that's the best way to get a max value within the volume. Um, Second to that, if you've already run the simulation and you don't have a device, then you might need to just try to get it out of a slice. So in this case, I open this up, and in the current release of the results viewer that we have now, there's a little bug where it kind of extends the color bar up. It doesn't color it. There's just this little visual. The colors are correct. When you highlight a color, it does represent it. It's just got this artifact of this bug in the color bar. That should be resolved in the next release of PyroSim, but for now, at the time of recording this video, it's a problem. So but it's not super consequential to what we're trying to do, right? So if I go here to the top, I know, whatever this high spot is, it's greater than 170.6. And so what you can do is if you double click, right click, or double right click twice or double click this color bar, it'll bring up the properties for the color bar. And what you can see here is it's percentile rounded. If I go to like global, I get the global minimum and maximum. So this can tell me the maximum value is 500. That's an easy way to check it. If you want to see where that is, you can set it to global, or in this case, go to custom. And then what I would do is set this bounds to something around the maximum. So if I say something like 490 to 510, right, get a little bound there. And then say OK. So now I get this narrow range, 490 to 510 in the color bar. You could ignore this top number. And then as I move through this color bar, you can see there's a highlight around 500 range. Well, this is a range. So if I, again, go back into the color bar settings and take a look at the enable highlight color, I can set a number and the width and apply. And now I get that. I might even set this to something smaller, like 0.5 degrees C, apply. It narrows the band. Could even go more accurate, 1 degree or 0.1. Get that in really narrow band, say okay. And now as I move through, you can see here, it's not highlighting anything. And right as I kind of barely move up, there's kind of some mouse sensitivity to this color bar, kind of sliding and trying to figure out when it's in the band. But you can see 500 there. I could even get this range even tighter, do from like 499 to 501 or something like that, and then slide through that and try to find that exact point. But you can see here that at 500.1 it goes away, 500 it's highlighted, and at 499.9 it goes away. So I can tell that 500 is my maximum in this, and I can see where it is highlighted. So that's a way to kind of dig into the color bar and narrow the bounds and try to find and isolate a specific temperature within the bounds and highlight that for visualization to say over here it's the max and it's 500, right? So hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.